If your two-stroke can't make it past 30,000 miles without a rebuild, it isn't on this list. And before you keyboard warriors start screaming about how two-strokes can't last forever, let me remind you that forever in two-stroke terms is different than your grandpa's Goldwing. But some of these screamers have shocked even the most pessimistic mechanics. Today, we're counting down the 12 two-stroke engines that refuse to accept their own mortality, ranked by real-world reliability from riders who actually maintain their bikes. Number 12. Yamaha RD250 LC, 1980 to 1983. Kicking off at number 12, the Yamaha RD250 LC, or LC to those who worship at its altar, proved that liquid cooling could make two-strokes civilized enough for the street. This 247cc parallel twin could actually cruise at highway speeds without fouling plugs every 100 miles, which was revolutionary for 1980. Most owners reported getting 25 to 30,000 hard miles before needing a top-end rebuild. And here's the kicker. Parts are still everywhere because Yamaha used this engine architecture for years. The secret to LC longevity? That liquid cooling keeps temperature stable, preventing the seizures that plagued air-cooled strokers. The weak spot everyone warns about is the power valve cables that stretch around 15,000 miles, but they're a 20-minute adjustment. The maintenance secret that keeps these alive? Run quality synthetic two-stroke oil at 40 to 1, not the 50 to 1 the manual suggests. Yeah, you'll use more oil, but your bottom end will thank you at 30,000 miles. These things sound like angry wasps trapped in a coffee can, which is exactly why we love them. Hit that subscribe button if you want to know which ring-dings will outlive your marriage. And stick around because number 1 on this list is going to make every modern four-stroke fanboy question everything they thought they knew about reliability. Number 11. KTM 300 EXC two-stroke, 1990 to the present. Number 11 is the KTM 300 EXC stroker that's basically the AK-47 of Enduro engines. Simple, powerful, and refuses to die even when you abuse it. This Austrian hammer's been terrorizing trails for over 30 years with only evolutionary changes because KTM got it right from day one. Desert racers regularly put 200-plus hours on these before rebuilds, which translates to about 6,000 hard miles. And that's race miles, not putzing around a neighborhood. The controversial truth? The older carbureted models from the 90s and 2000s are actually more bulletproof than the newer TPI fuel-injected versions. Yeah, the new ones are cleaner and easier to start, but ask any mechanic which one they'd rather work on. The maintenance hack nobody mentions? These engines loved to be revved hard and put away wet. Seriously, the ones that get babied carbon up and lose power, while the ones that get thrashed stay clean. Keep fresh premix flowing through it, change the transmission oil every 15 hours, and this thing will outlast your knees. Number 10. Beta Rev 3 250, 1999 to 2008. Sliding into number 10, Beta Rev's 3 250 is the Italian answer to, what if we made a specific two-stroke that never breaks? This 249cc single is so overbuilt for its trials application that riders joke about passing them down to their grandkids. We're talking about an engine that spends its entire life being lugged at idle, then suddenly screamed a red line for obstacles, then back to idle. The worst possible treatment. Yet, they just keep going. Here's what nobody tells you. The Rev 3 shares DNA with proven Suzuki RM technology from the 80s, but Beta refined it to the point where 500-plus hours without a rebuild is normal. The 2006 model year brought improved cylinder porting and revised CDI mapping that made them even more dependable. The only consistent issue? The kickstart shaft seal weeps oil after about 3 years, but it's a $10 fix. Professional trial schools run these 8 hours a day with nothing but basic maintenance, and they still pull strong after years of abuse. Number 9. Suzuki RGV 250 Gamma, 1989 to 1998. Number 9 brings us the Suzuki RGV 250 Gamma's V-twin screamer that proved Suzuki could build a durable two-stroke when they actually tried. This 249cc 90-degree V-twin was basically a street-legal GP bike that somehow managed to be both insanely fast and surprisingly long-lasting. Japanese couriers were getting 40,000 kilometers between rebuilds on these things, running them flat out in Tokyo traffic all day long. The plot twist, the VJ22 model from 91 onwards with the revised power valves is actually more robust than the earlier VJ21, despite making more power. The weak spot everyone freaks out about is the power valve servo motor, but just clean the valves every 5,000 miles and the servo never has to work hard enough to fail. These engines are so smooth that riders often forget they're on a two-stroke until they check their oil. Speaking of which, run Castrol A747 at 40-1 and watch this thing sing all the way to 13,000 RPM for years. Number 8. Yamaha DT175-200 Enduro, 1974 to 2007. Coming in at 8, the Yamaha DT series engines that literally conquered the developing world. These air-cooled singles are still the primary transportation in half of South America. And there's a damn good reason. They're impossible to kill. We're talking about engines that run on sketchy gas mixed with whatever oil's available, maintained by guys with hammers instead of torque wrenches, and they still rack up 50,000 plus miles. The controversial bit? The restricted US versions actually last longer than the full-power international models because they're even more understressed. The DT175 particularly is known for exceptional longevity, with documented cases of 60,000 miles on original bore. The maintenance secret is stupidly simple. Clean the air filter religiously. These engines will tolerate bad gas, wrong oil ratios, and ignored maintenance, but a clogged air filter will kill them in weeks. Also, that auto lube system everyone disconnects, leave it alone. It's more consistent than premix if you keep the pump adjusted correctly. Number 7. Kawasaki KX250 Motocross, 1990 to 2007. Lucky number 7 goes to the Kawasaki KX250 that dominated motocross for nearly 2 decades and proved that race engines can be durable if designed right. This 249cc single was so good that privateers were winning championships on 5-year-old bikes against factory teams. The engine design was so successful that Kawasaki barely changed it from 1990 to 2007, just refinements to an already proven formula. Here's what the magazines never told you. The 99 to 02 models are the sweet spot for reliability. They have the improved cylinder porting, but still use the older, simpler ignition. Pro practice bikes from this era are still running strong with 300 plus hours on them, which is insane for a motocross engine. The maintenance item everyone skips but shouldn't: replace the reed pedals every season whether they look worn or not. $20 in reeds saves a $2,000 engine rebuild when a pedal breaks and goes through your cylinder. Number 6. Honda NSR250 MC28, 1994 to 1999. At number 6, we got Honda's NSR250 MC28, the last and greatest of Honda's two-stroke sport bikes. This 249cc 90-degree V-twin was so over-engineered that Honda basically built a street-legal GP bike and charged civilians for it. Japanese market bikes were seeing 50,000 kilometers between rebuilds when maintained properly, which is absolutely mental for a high-strung race replica, making 45 horsepower from a quarter liter. The spicy take nobody wants to hear: the restricted versions that were sold outside Japan are actually more dependable than the full-power Japanese models. Yeah, you lose 15 horsepower, but the engine runs cooler, the power valves last longer, and you can actually find parts. The maintenance secret the fast guys know? These engines need to be warmed up properly. Like 10 minutes of easy riding before you even think about going above 8,000 RPM. Skip this and watch your crank bearings give up at 15,000 miles. Also, premix at 32-1 even though it has oil injection. The pump alone isn't enough for sustained high RPM running. Number 5. Yamaha TZR250 Parallel Twin, 1987 to 1996. Halfway through our list at number 5 is the Yamaha TZR250's parallel twin that taught the world two-stroke engines could be both fast and dependable. This engine's powered everything from street bikes to race winners, and the 3MA versions from '89 onwards are legendary for their durability. Racing teams were getting entire seasons out of these engines with just ring changes, while street riders were seeing 30,000 miles of hooligan abuse. The plot twist that'll anger the purists: the reverse cylinder 2MA model is actually less robust than the conventional 3MA, despite being more advanced. The reverse cylinders run hotter and the exhaust port bridges crack. The maintenance hack that doubles engine life: drill a small hole in the thermostat to allow constant coolant flow. Yamaha's on-off thermostat design causes hot spots that crack cylinders. Do this one mod, and these engines become virtually indestructible. Courier riders in Japan figured this out in the 90s and were getting 60,000 kilometers from these screamers. Number 4. Gas TXT280 Pro, 2000 to 2020. Number 4 is the Gas TXT280 Pro Trials engine that proved Spanish engineering could match Japanese quality. This specific 276cc single is the Goldilocks of trials motors. Not too mild, not too wild, just right. Professional trial schools specifically choose the 280 Pro because it's so robust that students can abuse them 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, with nothing but oil changes. Here's what's brilliant. This engine uses essentially 1970s piston port technology with modern metallurgy, and that simplicity is its strength. No power valves to stick, just a basic design refined over 20 years. The 280 specifically has the perfect bore-to-stroke ratio for trials work, giving massive torque without the stress of the 300. Professional riders report 700-plus hours between rebuilds, which is extraordinary for any two-stroke. The secret? These engines are designed to run at partial throttle most of their life, making them massively overbuilt for the power they produce. Number 3. Kawasaki KDX 200/220, 1983 to 2006. Okay, here comes number 3, and this is where the internet fights start. The Kawasaki KDX 200 that refuses to acknowledge the existence of four-strokes. This torquey woods weapon has documented cases of 25,000 miles on stock bore, which shouldn't be possible for a two-stroke that gets thrashed on tight trials. The engine is so understressed that some riders have literally forgotten to change the transmission oil for years, and the bike still runs. The controversial part? The KDX 200 is more dependable than many modern four-stroke trail bikes, costs a fraction to maintain, and is easier to work on with basic tools. The secret sauce is the KIP's power valve system that's so simple it barely counts as technology. It's just a drum that rotates, but it transforms the power delivery and reduces stress on everything. The maintenance secret, the fast wood riders know: run gear oil in the transmission instead of the recommended ATF. Yeah, shifting gets slightly notchier, but the clutch lasts 3 times longer. These things are so tough that the military used them, and if it can survive military maintenance, it can survive anything. Number 2. Honda CR250, 1997 to 2001. The runner-up position goes to the Honda CR250 from the golden era of 97 to 01. That even modern pros still call the best 250 two-stroke ever made. This 249cc single was so good that when Service Honda builds their modern conversions, they specifically use the 2001 engine. These traditional reed valve motors were described by magazines as super reliable and underrated, with many still running strong after decades of abuse. The mind-blowing fact? The 2000 to 2001 models won every magazine shootout not through gimmicks, but through bulletproof design and perfect power delivery. While Honda tried case reed engines from 2002 onwards with electronic power valves, they never matched the durability of these earlier mills. While Honda tried case reed engines from 2002 onwards with electronic power valves, they never matched the durability of these earlier mills. The weak spot everyone warns about is clutch basket wear. but that's after serious miles. The maintenance pros know these engines actually prefer being run hard. The ones that see regular racing last longer than garage queens because they stay at optimal temperature. When Honda mechanics still choose 2001 engines for builds in 2025, you know they created something special. Number 1. Yamaha RD250 RZ350 1973 to 1995. And the number 1 most durable two-stroke motorcycle engine that'll last forever, the Yamaha RD350/RZ350's parallel twin that created more hooligans than any other motorcycle in history. This 347cc air-cooled, later liquid-cooled twin has been proven for 50 years that two-strokes can be both powerful and dependable. There are documented RD350s with over 28,000 miles on original bore, and RZ350s that have been vintage raced for decades on the same bottom end. The engine design is so good that Yamaha used variations of it for over 20 years, and the aftermarket support means you can still build one from scratch today. The Banshee ATV used basically the same engine until 2006, proving its durability in the worst possible conditions. Here's the kicker. Properly maintained RD350s are more resilient than many period four-strokes. The maintenance secret that old-timers know? These engines love Castrol R40 oil at 32:1. And the points ignition models are actually more consistent than the electronic ignition if you can work a timing light. The real truth? When an air-cooled two-stroke from 1973 can still be daily driven in 2025, you know Yamaha created something special. These engines are so good that people are still racing them, still touring them, and still teaching their kids to ride on them. That's not nostalgia. That's engineering excellence. So there you have it, 12 two-stroke engines that laugh at the stereotype of unreliability. From Vespas that commute every day to the KDX that won't die, proper maintenance is everything. No, they won't do 100,000 miles like a four-stroke, but they'll give you 30,000 miles of soul and smoke that no four-stroke can match. If you made it this far, you appreciate the simplicity of a proper ring-ding. Hit subscribe and ring the bell, because next week we're diving into the top 10 two-stroke mods that actually work. Half of what the forums tell you is complete garbage. Drop a comment with your two-stroke and mileage. What's your oil ratio? What's your rebuild interval? And which bike surprised you the most? Remember, life's too short to ride boring motorcycles. Four-strokes are for people who think vanilla is exotic. Keep mixing, keep smoking, and I'll see you in the next one.